so we're in the garage. We've got the KA, as you can see, or maybe you can't. We've got some bucket seats. I'm going to try and fit some myself. It's not going to be an how-to guide, mostly because I can't be arsed showing you every single step. But we're going to try and get them in today. Strip all the back out, and hopefully we save a load of weight. And so, just to show, they're very lightweight, these. Look, I can literally lift them up with one finger. There's not an whole lot of effort in lifting them up. And the seats that are in, full leather sport jobbies. And I don't think I can lift them up with one finger. So, let's see how we get on. So I'll just quickly show you what I've got. So it's the two seats. It's some adapter bars and then nuts and bolts to fit everything. I got everything from this place, GSM Performance. I think these are their own brand seats. There's no actual label or brand or anything like that, so they're not actually motorsport seats. They're not in date or anything like that, but they're good enough for what we're doing for the budget build series. They also sent me this lovely ninja mask to wear, but I don't think I'll be using that anytime soon. But thanks anyway, GSM Performance. So the first thing I'm going to do is identify where all the nuts are to hold the seats in, especially the front ones anyway. And they're basically dead simple on this. Look, they're just here behind the carpet. The other one's over here. And the front one is basically dead accessible as well. So nice and easy. We'll have the seat out in 2 minutes. And then just another sort of point. We always use snap-on tools. Snap-on there, that's a snap-on socket, if you can see. Snap-on. Everything's snap-on, mostly because it's just the best quality. Yeah, it's not hard to tell. Every garage you go in, always got snap-on this, snap-on that. So if Snap-on fancy sponsoring us, then feel free, get in touch, and we'll take a couple of £1 million off you, no problem. And there we go, no more than 5 minutes later, 5 bolts undone and the passenger seat's out. Now, the reason I started with the passenger seat, in case you don't think these things through like I do, is what if I fuck up, what if I can't do it, what if some of the parts don't fit, what if they just don't go back in, what do I do then? Car's stuck. So you start with the passenger seat, you work out if you're going to have any problems, then if you do, you can still drive it home on the driver's seat was still bolted in. There you go, that's why you always start with the passenger seat. So look, if you're a builder of show cars, you're going to hate this sort of stuff, but this isn't a show car. I'm using the bucket seats as my bench to then be able to take off these 4 bolts here to release the runner mechanism, and I can just transfer the new seats, fingers crossed anyway, directly onto them, although this is looking like it could potentially be a problem for the new seats. You see how they're sort of recessed in, whereas the front ones are lifted up higher on these spacers, and that's exactly why we start with the passenger seat and not the driver's seat. So we've got the base all stripped down, as you can see. There's all the parts, there's the base, and there's the back of the seat, and there's the car all ready to go. Now the problem we've got is, if you look here, as I was saying before, these tabs sit lower than this rail, and so when we get the adapter bars like this, they're too big, so they don't fit. And we've tried, the seat doesn't fit in it either, because what I had considered was maybe chopping a bit off these so it sits in, and then the seat would be tilted back, which would be nice. But especially with these being so high, it's the seat's a little bit high in the car. It's not too bad, you can get away with it, but it's not really where I wanted it to be. So what we're going to do is abort the mission. I'm going to buy some specific seat rails for bucket seats, which are a bit lower, and it means I don't have to faff about with this, and it should be a bit easier to put in. So this is the way it goes sometimes when you're messing about with cars. It doesn't always work for the first time, so I thought I'd show it and document it anyway. And there you go, we'll do bucket seats when the rails turn up. Right, that's it, so I'll see you in the next video.